Okay, y'all, this is Daisycakes. Let me turn on this light because it's a little bit Alice Cooper for me. Hold on a second. Okay, better. This is Daisycakes, and it's another Goth Thursday night, and I wanted to remake the video about the laptop. I have this laptop that I bought. I went out and bought my first laptop ever in May after my mom died. It was an AUSADA. So it was AUSAADA. And it had this really great computer. It was like you can find it on Amazon. I bought that one first, and then it bricked because Christian put a bunch of malware on it. First, he put a bunch of like network administrator levels on it, so that everything was like file protected, and you had to put in codes, and they were all password protected, and it was just unusable basically. So I reset it, and it reset fine. Then he did it again, and then this time when I reset it, it bricked. So I still have it. I'll get to it later. I'm not really interested in working on it right now. So I went out and bought another one. And this time I bought a Hewlett-Packard bright red, this color, really pretty, laptop for myself, 17-inch, all the options, really nice. And I kept it here. You can see it in a lot of my videos, sitting on the bedside table. But I have never used it because I was saving it for Christmas. Because I always buy my Christmas presents early, So I've never even turned it on. And I had the extended protection plan and all the stuff for it and everything. It's a real mess. And I bought it here at the Nacogdoches Walmart. And it was really expensive. And somebody stole it this week. I don't know why. I can't find it anywhere. It's not anywhere I would normally put it. I've looked everywhere I can, but I'll keep looking. It made me nervous because Christian, the last time he got mad at me, he took this like little powerful magnet, like a little circle magnet. It's over there. And I don't have it in my house usually. And he put it all over one of my tablets. It's a tablet like this. And he put it like here, here, and here. And then, and I had to get another tablet because the screen wouldn't work right. So then I did. And that same magnet showed up last Tuesday after I talked to Snowman. Because these guys have been really upset about me talking to Snowman. They say I'm working against the heat. They say all kinds of crap. And he's been trying, and I still don't have any idea what that means. And he's like trying to do all of these things to limit me and everything. And he's mad. And every time I leave the apartment, one of his henchmen or him come in and trash it. And I took out, so I had all the trash bags in here, right, to try to keep them out. And it worked for a while. But then I took the trash out. I put it outside my apartment, piled it up in front of my door because he was acting like a real fool in the parking lot. And so then, and that worked to keep him out the first night. So he came in Sunday night while I was sleeping. And I found my debit card and my, trying to think. I found my debit card and a couple other things on the bed when I woke up, like right on my belly kind of thing, like right here. So then I knew, because he's been, he's obviously like opening and slamming his doors and his car doors in the parking lot and stuff. I don't know what's wrong with him. I mean, I know he had to leave, but he hasn't left. It's like that song from Pirates of Penzance. It's just insane. So then, but no one's splitting. I'm not having a splitting moment. I'm saying, honestly, not the best person. So then, the laptop, so the magnet showed up, right? That was Sunday night that happened with the debit card. Then I took out the trash, all of it. And so I had to go back and forth. It took me like 20 minutes. And during that time, someone came in with a magnet and they left it on my bedside table. Well, they stick it to my bed, like on the side of my bed pole. They've done that before where you can kind of see it. And I was like, oh, that's weird. So then I was like, uh-oh. And I looked and my laptop was still with me. I had it in my bed with me. I slept with it so that people wouldn't steal it. Because in order to not have things stolen here, you have to literally have them taped to you like my key or you have to sleep with them. Like I sleep with my backpack and my laptop and everything. So I slept with it in my bed. And then yesterday, someone took it. I took out my trash again because I'm trying to take it out once a day, or I was. I'm not going to be doing that for a couple of days. But I did try to take it out once a day. And they'll follow him. And Kay, his daughter, follows me to the trash can almost every day. And her mom used to do that too. And I used to think they were trying to be nice, like just security. But they're not. They're just trying to keep watch over you so you don't surprise whoever they have in your room but burgling you, evidently. Which is crazy. So I came back and the laptop's gone. And I have looked everywhere. It's not on the footstool. It's not in the laundry hampers. It's not in the drawers with the other one. It's not, in any of my other drawers. It's not up there. It's not in the cupboards. It's not over here where it was, too. It's been over here before. And it's not in my bed. It's not up there on the other bed. I don't know. I mean, who raises these people, y'all? It's awful. That's why, I'm sorry to say it, but that's why I was like, I would be really careful about doing business with them because they just don't stop. Like, they don't understand that I would rescind that if they would stop, but they won't stop because there's no key security here. Because remember, I have my key taped to me, so they don't have my key. They have a key out of the office, or they're picking the lock or using a skeleton key that C probably has saved from like years ago. I don't know. I'm really grateful that kleptomania is not my problem or my kid's problem, and especially that it's not my ex's problem. Because he's never in his life bought us stolen things. Like, we've never had to eat stolen food or wear stolen clothes or have stolen presents or, drive stolen cars or play stolen music or listen to stolen anything. Like, he doesn't get a thrill from that. He doesn't feel like that's a good thing. And that's such a blessing in life. And I took it for granted for so long. Although I don't miss him at all. But I'm just saying, I took that idea for granted. That there are places where people are so kleptomanic that they will not let you rest. Like, you can't even sleep with your stuff hugged tight to you at night without someone coming in and trying to pry it out of your hands. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I went to the bank and someone threw a mason jar at me, and here at the apartment complex, and then I did, which so you can see the video, I'll link it below, and I wasn't even gone for an hour. I don't even think I was gone for an hour. It's like the creepiest thing ever. Who knows, y'all? Hopefully it'll turn up. But I really have looked everywhere. I mean, I don't lie. If I say it's missing, then it's honestly missing from everywhere I would know to look for it. It makes me sick to my stomach because that was going to be my Christmas present, and I really worked hard for it. And I'm not trying to ask for anything from anybody because I can get my own stuff, but it's just so sad. And my brother used to do crap like that too. I gave my mom a tablet and he stole it away from her, and she was like 90 years old or she was 85 years old, and he would have really liked it. And she would have really liked it. And I had already gotten him one of his own. It's just crazy. The tablet just like this. And he didn't even think about it. It just was his now because he had access to it. It's insane. Who raises these men? I mean, like, who raises these men? Like, who? I would like to know. Answer me this. Kleptomanics. Like, who raises them? Where do they come from? What is it in their brain that they're looking for that they cannot, like, walk through the store like this or like this or something? And, it's just weird. They make shots for stuff like that. But it's crazy, y'all. I mean, it's like it was a vase, Like they walk past things like 1,000 times, and then that 1,001th time they have to pick it up. Why? I don't know. They're just crazy. Some little crazy birdie came down from the sky, and they just got this wish in their heads to have that for themselves, and they just took it. And I don't know why. There used to be this girl here, and the 28th of every month, she would go through everyone's apartment, and she would just pilfer things. Makeup, self-tanning things, like shirts, jewelry, random, like one of all my shoes, like random notebooks, things that I wrote on, like pens, paper, pencils, like whatever, just little things. And then, like, on the first half of them would show up. But the point is, I don't want them in my apartment. I don't want them to take things. I don't want them to bring things back. And that day that, I'm sorry, get a little high voice. In that day, that there was a $20 bill on my bed. Like that means anything to anyone. It's the most pitiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And I don't really hope that their kids get boils, of course. I hope that they turn out to be exactly the kind of person that reflects that kind of behavior. Because that's the only way parents are ever going to learn. There's three kinds of parents in the world. One kind of parent never has their kid in any trouble whatsoever. The other kind of parent high-fives each other when they leave juvenile hall. And the third kind of parent is in prison because they're taking their out for their child, who will probably end up right next to them eventually. And that is sad. So that's all I can say, is I hope that they end up with the kind of child that they're raising. Because that is really, really difficult to watch. There's Norbert. Anyway, I'm going to do a Happy Holidays one later. It's hard to do a Happy Holidays on a stocking channel. But remember, this is a podcast channel. It's not a stocking channel. The stocking channel is just my daily life. That's not anything y'all have to worry about, really. And here's Norby. And he's special. And he's fluffy. Whoever stole the laptop probably tried to hurt him too. You can't stare at Norbert. You know how he was found? My daughter moved into a rental house. My son-in-law teaches band. So, choir. Sorry, my son-in-law teaches choir. Well, now he's in the Army, but back then he taught choir. And he got a job in the Houston Public School District, shall we say. And they found this one when they moved into their rental house in the garage in a box, taped up in a box. Yes. And they tried really hard to meld him into their pets already. Don't you bite me. You give cookies. And they tried to meld him into their house already, and he was not compatible with them. Yes. And so I brought him here. No. And I turned him into the nicest kitten. And now he's very good. He behaves very well. He gets petting-induced aggression if you pat him too much, which I'm almost getting close to doing. But he's an angel. Yes. He's an angel. But anyway, he's my only pet right now because I just honestly don't believe that you should have too many pets in a household. I don't think it's fair to them necessarily. But he does make me feel a little better. Although I almost hesitate to say that. I was a little frustrated with him, though. I was like, I'm going to have to GoPro you, Norbert. Yes, I am going to have to GoPro you, you big fluffy. Yes. He loves me. He just stares at me all the time. So I hope you all have a good night, and I will talk to you later. I just wanted to remake that video. because it's so difficult. And remember, somebody pounded Norbert too. So we don't know if there's just one bad spirit here, like one person that's kind of evil. The weird thing is, there's a guy here that kind of resembles a guy from my old town. His name is Mark J. It's really funny, and he lives that way. And he might have been the guy that whomped Norbert, but I'm not sure. I keep him inside now as much as possible, and um, he could have taken it too. He wasn't very happy about the guy moving out. You can't get attached to personalities that if people really wanted to stay around, they would act different. It's just sad. So, but anyway, I will talk to y'all later, and I'm going to go ahead and clean this up and try to find, it's all clean basically. The laptop's always really visible. If you watch my other videos, you can clearly see it sitting on the desk, sitting on this thing over here, sitting on the bedside table, sitting on my bed. It's always like right there. I just don't use it because I was saving it, but I like looking at it because it's pretty. So I'll talk to you later. Love y'all. Bye.